Okay, so we need to talk about what's been happening with the Kardashians lately because, honey, Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party just opened up a whole can of worms. Like, we're talking comments from the show, online posts that mysteriously disappeared, drama that nobody saw coming. And trust me, we're about to dive into all of it. So buckle up because this is going to be a ride. Now let's start with the party itself because calling this thing extravagant doesn't even begin to cover it. This was not your average birthday celebration with cake and balloons. No. This was straight up dystopian levels of wealth on display. People online were literally comparing it to the Hunger Games capital. And honestly, I can see why. The guest list alone was absolutely insane. And we're going to get into that in just a second. But first, can we talk about the Meghan and Harry of it all? Because that's where things get really interesting. So Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were at this party, right? And Kim and Kriss posted photos of them. Casual, normal celebrity behavior. Except, plot twist, they deleted the posts, just gone, vanished into thin air. And of course, the internet went absolutely feral trying to figure out what happened. Was there drama? Did Meghan and Harry specifically ask for the photos to be taken down? Were they trying to keep their attendance on the down low? Like, what is the truth here? According to reports, Meghan and Harry allegedly did not give consent for those photos to be posted in the first place, which, yikes, that's awkward. But then a source close to the event came out and said there were no consent forms or anything like that. So now we don't even know what to believe. And honestly, most people didn't even realize Meghan, Harry, and the Kardashians were close like that, so their attendance was surprising from the jump. Now let me paint you a picture of this party because the details are truly something else. The theme? James Bond. Very chic, very expensive, very on brand. And where was this happening? Oh, just casually at Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's home in Beverly Hills. You know, as one does. People were not happy about this, by the way. The words dystopian and Hunger Games were getting thrown around left and right, and for good reason. Forbes actually did the math on this, and it turns out that at least 9 billionaires were at this party. The combined net worth of the guest list, over $500 billion. Let that sink in for a second. We're talking Jeff Bezos, who hosted the whole thing, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Oprah, Tyler Perry, Kim Kardashian, just an absolutely staggering amount of wealth in one room. And naturally, people online were furious about it, saying these billionaires could literally help change the world, but they're out here throwing parties instead. Even Billie Eilish recently called out billionaires for not donating enough. So this conversation is very much happening right now.
Love you all, but there's a few people in here that have a lot more money than me. And if you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? No hate, but yeah, give your money away, shorties. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
But you know what? There was something people actually loved about all of this, and that was Kim's whole vlogging era she's been embracing. Kim posted these TikTok vlogs with behind-the-scenes party prep, clips of Kriss dancing with Justin Bieber, Kylie and the sisters taking shots together, and fans were living for it. It felt natural, unfiltered, real, like we were actually getting a glimpse into their lives again, you know? People were eating it up.
Vlog. I'm officially the last 20-year-old in the family, and also I've been doing this vlog shit for so fucking long. You guys are so whack for this. The birthday party was a success. I thought North was the TikTok.
Going. Stevie Wonder is here. Bruno Mars performed.
And you planned this?
Yeah, I planned it. I'm just so happy. My mom is so happy because she deserves it.
Speaking of Kim, she also dropped this hilarious revelation about psychics. She said psychics are complete BS because 4 different psychics told her she was going to pass the bar exam. And guess what? She didn't pass.
I'm just letting you guys know that all of the psychics that we have met with and that we're obsessed with are all full of shit. They all collectively, maybe 4 of them, have told me I was going to pass the bar. So they're all full pathological liars. Don't believe anything they say.
She posted on Instagram being very candid about it, saying, "I'm not a lawyer yet," and that she's 6 years into this law journey. But she emphasized that failure is just fuel for her and encouraged everyone to keep supporting her. Honestly, I kind of respect the transparency there. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Fans have been saying they prefer Kim's vlogs over the actual Hulu show, and they are not being subtle about it. People were literally saying, fire the Hulu producers and hire whoever edited Kim's vlog because the vlog felt so authentic and real. It showed actual interactions with Paris, Scott, Kylie. It felt like the early Kardashian days before everything got so heavily PR managed. Meanwhile, the Hulu show feels polished, overly edited, calculated, and restricted. Like, we're not getting the real tea anymore, and people are noticing. And speaking of the show, there's been some drama about editing conflicts that I have to talk about. In a recent episode, Kim said that Kriss and Kourtney are the worst producers because they're always trying to cut scenes. Apparently, Kriss wanted the Kim versus Kourtney fight removed, and Kourtney wanted the whole Dolce & Gabbana feud taken out because it made her look bad. Kim said she fought to keep those scenes in because she wants to deliver a good reality show, but fans were quick to call out the hypocrisy here, saying Kim also cuts things out, most likely anything related to Kanye, and she only keeps scenes that make her look good while hiding the ones where she's in the wrong. So yeah, the pot calling the kettle black situation is very real. Now let's shift gears and talk about Kylie and Timothée Chalamet, because breakup rumors are swirling yet again. And I say yet again, because this literally happens every few months. This new round started because Timothée did not attend Kriss's party, and he also missed Kendall's 30th birthday. Fans were questioning why there are no photos of him at any family events. And naturally, people started assuming the relationship is over. But hold on, because those rumors got shut down pretty quickly. According to People, Timothée was actually in Europe filming Dune Part 3 during Kriss's party, so he literally couldn't be there. Sources are saying the couple is doing great. They see each other every few weeks, and they're planning to spend the holidays together. Apparently, he talks about Kylie all the time while filming, and she's been visiting him in NYC and London during his shoots. They're just keeping their relationship very private, which honestly makes sense, given how the internet picks apart everything. Kylie actually touched on this privacy thing during Khloe's pod. Khloe asked her if she gets acting advice from anyone, totally hinting at Timothée, by the way. And Kylie didn't mention him by name, but definitely implied she keeps her relationships private now. Smart move, honestly. Oh, and one more thing that had people shook. Kylie mentioned that Stormi is going to be 10 years old soon. 10 years old. People were absolutely shocked because in everyone's minds, Stormi is still like a toddler. Time flies, I guess. But can we just circle back to this whole billionaire party situation for a second? Because I feel like we need to really sit with how wild this is. We're living in a time where people are struggling to afford groceries. Rent is astronomical. Student loans are crushing an entire generation. And then you've got $500 billion worth of people in one mansion celebrating a 70-year-old birthday. Like, the optics of it all are just insane. And I'm not even trying to hate on Kriss for celebrating her birthday, because honestly, if I had that kind of money, would I throw a massive party? Maybe. But the fact that they're all there together, all that wealth in one place, and it's just for a party, it hits different when you really think about it. And you know what's interesting? The Kardashians are usually pretty good at reading the room and managing their public image, but this felt tone deaf even for them. Like, they had to know people would have opinions about this. They had to know the internet would go off, but they posted it anyway. They showed off the guest list. They made it a whole thing. And maybe that's the point. Maybe they've reached a level where they genuinely don't care what people think anymore because the money and the power insulate them from all of that. Or maybe they're just so far removed from regular life that they don't even realize how this looks to everyone else. The Meghan and Harry photo deletion is still bothering me too, by the way, because think about it. If they really didn't want photos taken or posted, why even attend? Like, you know the Kardashians are going to document everything. That's literally their brand. So either there was a massive miscommunication or somebody changed their mind after the fact. Or there's way more to this story than we're getting. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we never get the full truth because both sides are probably going to keep this as quiet as possible. But the fact that the photos were up long enough for people to screenshot them and then suddenly disappeared, that's the kind of mess that makes people ask questions, you know? And this whole thing with Kim's vlogs versus the Hulu show really is telling us something important. People are craving authenticity. They want to see the real moments, the unfiltered conversations, the actual dynamics between these people. Not the carefully curated, PR-approved version we've been getting. The early seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians worked because it felt real, even if we know now that some of it was produced. But there was an energy to it, a rawness that made people feel connected to this family. And now, it feels like we're watching a commercial for their businesses instead of a reality show about their lives. Kim fighting to keep the drama in the show while also admitting she cuts other stuff out is such a perfect example of how calculated everything has become. She wants the show to feel feel real enough to be entertaining, but controlled enough that it doesn't actually damage anyone's brand or business deals. It's reality TV, but it's reality TV with a team of lawyers and PR professionals deciding what makes the final cut. And at a certain point, you have to wonder, what's even the point? If you're going to edit out all the real mess anyway, why are we pretending this is reality television? The Kylie and Timothy situation is fascinating to me because it's such a contrast to how the Kardashians usually operate. Normally, they're posting their relationships all over social media, doing couple content, making everything super public. But Kylie has learned from past relationships. We all saw what happened with Travis Scott and all that public back and forth. So now she's keeping Timothy almost completely off her platforms. And honestly, good for her. She's protecting something that matters to her, and she's not feeding it to the internet for consumption. That's growth. That's maturity. Even if it drives fans crazy because they want to see more of them together. So yeah, that's everything that's been happening in the Kardashian-Jenner world right now. It's been a lot, and I'm sure there's more tea brewing as we speak. This family never stays out of the headlines for long, and honestly, that's exactly how they like it. But I want to know, what do you guys think about all of this? Are you Team Kim's vlogs or Team Hulu show? Do you think the billionaire party was as dystopian as everyone's saying? Or are people overreacting? And what's your theory on the Meghan and Harry photo situation? Let me know in the comments, because I'm genuinely curious what your take is on this whole situation. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any updates, because knowing this family, there's definitely more drama coming our way.